That's not what I want to do. Edit privacy. Public. Okay, nobody's here yet. That's fine. What's up, beautiful people? This is Artego, the Spirit Guide, helping guide you to spirit the most beautiful way possible through your heart space, and also providing you with life and spiritual guidance from the broadened perspective of angels. So, hey, what's up, Trisha? I just want to get on and share some information, some experiences that have happened because I'm having a conversation with a friend. Is it okay if I say your name?
Yes.
Javante Battle. Look him up on the Book of Faces. Do you have YouTube?
Not yet.
It's coming. Marisha Norman is in the background too. You can look her up on the Book of Faces. Auntie Risha. What's up, Chantel? Okay, so we're just talking about the transition into the physical. But so like I was saying, it's like soul, and we really do kind of have like caretakers before we come into the physical. And no matter what being you are, because we all have this, I guess you could say, this spiritual energy, this soul or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're transitioning into the physical, you get nurtured. Anytime you get transitioned into the physical, you get nurtured. Thank you. Every experience, you don't get amnesia. Every physical experience, you don't get amnesia. But for Earth, that's just like how the cookie crumbles. Some people become more self-aware before others, but it's actually it's kind of rare though. That's why people cycle through so many times. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Tom was our dude. He's our guy. Me and Keisha were in the same class. Marisha was not in our class. And he also showed me how Risha would pick with me. Risha used to bully me.
Whatever.
When we were before we came into the physical. It's so weird.
I think you triggered.
It's so weird. I don't know. It was just so weird to experience that. So that's Tom. Like he's our. Sometimes he comes around, and I'll let people. I let them guys. I'm like, hey, Tom's in the house, and then they'll say, hey, Tom. So when we were in the bedroom and we met him, he said his name is Tom. No, Bill. Fuck. That's right. He said his name was Billy Tom, and then so I come out of the room, and then I got a notification on my phone, and one of my apps said Tom is in the house. Right. Exactly. Tom's in the house. So and then so when I know he's here, I let them know that everybody be like, hi Tom, hi Tom. He comes and hangs out and watch us do like he says he likes to watch us do our thing, like our magic and work in spirit and stuff. It's really intriguing to him. He likes to see us like grow and develop. And then we were watching WandaVision.
Okay.
You familiar?
Yeah.
So she had her twins, and what's the twins' name? Billy and Tommy. Billy Tom. And this is all in the matter of like a day or two.
Wow.
So, and then there was something else. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a third thing that kind of confirmed that. Like Tom, like we wasn't just tripping. Like Tom just randomly popped up out of nowhere, seemingly randomly. Well then, hi Dawn. And then last night, it was Tiny Tim and Taylor.
Yes.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna just say it. We were high as fuck last night.
It's legal here.
It's legal here. Whatever. Get over here if you need to get over it. We were high as fuck. I don't need to be high to channel or to experience anything. Anything I can do high, I can do while I'm sober. It's just that when it's high, it's definitely a lot more It's a lot more interesting. So like, there's a lot going on. Like, there's a whole bunch. We're in Keisha's room. It's a whole bunch going on. All kind of people coming through. Was it Archangel Michael? Risha was channeling Archangel Michael. All kind of shit was going down. That did happen. So I feel like something like I get sucked into the closet, so I just kind of go into the closet and shut the door, and I'm in there. There's like all this energy in there. I'm just sifting through it, and then I just start like humming this tune, and I was like got my head like out the closet, like humming this tune, and Rich was like, and then I come out the closet. She said, "Wait," she said, "Who are you?" And I personally tried to say like it's me, like don't worry, it's me, but I couldn't.
It wasn't you.
Because I don't know. And then I went and I hugged the printer, and I was trying to sift through this energy, and then Richard kept seeing my face. You saw my face change.
The face it wasn't Ortega's face. It was somebody totally different. And I was freaking out for a second because I'm like, oh my God, who are you? But I'm like, okay, I know I'm protected, and my people's like, get yourself together, and then I'm quickly like interested, like curious, and like, who are you? Right. And he was trying to say Ortega. I'm like, no, I know my brother. Who are you? And then it's like it shifted, and that's when
Tiny Tim came out. But even before that, you saw Christian, or was that after?
I seen Christian first.
Yeah.
You were still in the closet though. And I'm like,
my face was sticking out the closet.
It was like we started talking to Christian. You went back.
That's right. I was in the closet, came out the closet as my higher self. Went back in the closet, then I came out hugging the printer and stuff. And I was humming the song.
Yeah, and then your face changed to somebody else.
And the song I was humming, like it was tight. Yeah. Like it was so cool.
Well, hold on, first pause.
What? Oh shit.
Stop there because we went upstairs and while you was eating the cereal, you was playing like a.
Oh shit! I forgot we went upstairs. Wait, was this before?
This was before. Shit. That's when we first got home.
Well, hold on. Let's go back to that in a second. Okay. Let's go back to Carl in a second. So
But I don't know if it was Carl because you was playing the piano.
Man, y'all be having some experience.
No, it was Carl. It was definitely Carl. It was definitely Carl. I remember that. I remember. Okay. He was listening to music. He was just because music plays in my head anyway sometimes, and he was listening to whoever that was, and he was like playing on the piano. Okay. But so I come out the closet. Richard realized I'm not myself, and I wasn't. It was Tiny Tim. And then Tiny Tim. Hold on. Okay, how can I say this? Okay, Tiny Tim. He's very I don't want to say serious. He's really chill, like so chill. But when he's listening, when he's doing his music, like he's a lot more easygoing and whatever. Right, when his business is business. And then he came out and he was like, you might want to record this. Like, do you want to record it? He said it to Risha. So Risha starts recording or whatever, and he said his name is Tiny Tim. And I think right off the bat, he acknowledged why it was tiny. Why is it tiny? Because his hands are small. Mm-hmm. And they didn't think that he would be able to this is so weird because anyways, whatever. They called him Tiny Tim because his hands were so small, they didn't think he'd be able to play any instruments. But he can play every instrument. So and he just cold. And he said he's an orchestrator. Okay. And when he does his work, he listens to music. So by orchestrator, he says he helps to orchestrate like your life journey, your life path, life purpose. Yeah. So that's what he does. So like before you come here, you sit down with him.
Basically, like on the movie Soul, when they help put you together, take you through the process.
Yeah. And I didn't connect the dots. Richard was like, "There's a movie about you," and I'm like,
"I couldn't get it out though."
Right, and me, I'm like, I don't like to do specific shit because I don't want to be wrong. So I won't let them like say it's like dates and shit because I don't be personally my mind. I don't care. I just don't know. Ain't nothing. No. But he was like, yes, there's a movie about you. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, fuck, I don't know the movie. Like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, there is. She was like, you're Tom's. Are you related to Tom or what you?
I said, you Tom's brother.
Are you Tom's brother? I wanted to say no so bad. Because I didn't know, I couldn't connect the dots. I didn't understand what she was saying. But he was like, yeah, brother of Tom.
Wow.
And so he was showing like before you come into the physical, he helps to orchestrate your life purpose. And he was also saying that there is a lot of pathways to get to purpose. And he was the one to talk about the feeling. Was he the one talking about the feeling or was that?
Through the heart.
That's what he was saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, that was talking about manifesting, and this
Yeah.
was okay. He's like the veins in your heart are different pathways to get to where you're trying to go. So he helps to orchestrate kind of your journey.
Yeah.
And like each stop on the route or even each path, it can be multiple different experiences can align with a point with a point of reference like deja vu.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So he's saying that deja vu is one of those points on the path, like one of those energetic meridians.
Like a goal, not a goal post, but like a guidepost to say, oh,
You're on the right track. Yeah. It's just a reminder. So he says that Risha asked him, had he been here before? He said no. He never came to see us before. This is his first time ever seeing us since he helped us to orchestrate our past. Oh shit, Risha. Remember when I was chilling in the car about IKEA and stuff? Mm-hmm. That was Tiny Tim talking.
Ooh.
You know what this is reminding me of?
What?
Right now, I'm learning how to tap into the Akashic Records.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Akashic Records, we have what they call masters, teachers, and loved ones who help translate the information. Masters are beings who have never incarnated physically, but they've been with us since our soul's inception. That's reminding me of that.
Boom! Yeah, he's never been physical. Tiny Tim has never been physical.
Wow.
Ever. But he know physical shit though. But he's never been physical. So yeah, you're right. Wow. And even when I was translating the stuff in the car, he was kind of just shooting stuff to me. He's never like the way that we were interacting with him, he never has done it in that way before, I guess you could say. And he's never been in our house before. He's only ever watched from a distance.
But you know that speaks to the level of work that you guys are doing. As you're doing your work and you're elevating and you're evolving, your frequency is getting higher.
Yeah.
That's allowing them to say, oh, okay, you're ready for this.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and come down and introduce myself.
Well said. Hello, somebody. It was very much like that. It was very much like that.
Yeah, y'all doing some work.
So and there is but he said all kinds of stuff. What'd you say?
Oh,
Taylor. Right?
Taylor, yeah.
So Taylor came out after when we were sitting on the couch.
You said there's one more.
There's one more. It was Taylor. And he said he's a cleaner. And the cleaners help you they hold on to your life experiences. They operate in your gut, in your heart space, mainly your gut. And it's that feeling you get before you do something that don't feel right. And they help you go around messes. And when you make a mess, they help you to clean it up. And they were talking about trauma and stuff. And about I have the recording too. I got the recording. But because it was so much that he was saying. It was so much. But he was saying the cleaners it's your higher self.
And the connection to spirit guides, that came first. Then you put the piece to where it's our higher self. And you was fussing with him about calling our higher self cleaners. He's like, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
I was going back and forth with him while he was talking to Marisha. But the cleaners help you to basically navigate this journey here. Yeah. And they also carry all of your experiences from your past lives. So that's why you get that gut feeling. You're like, nah, I don't know, man, something don't feel right. That's your higher self or your cleaner keeping you from getting in mess, keeping you from making a mess. What are you gonna say?
Something else that I just recently learned. We have multi-dimensions of ourselves, right? Our higher self is one. Our soul is one. Our spirit is one. And there's a number of other ones that I'll share with you when I get home and get out my notes. But when I learned that, I was just like, oh shit. People are so unaware, and they're just in this material self, and this is all that they've learned in their lifetime. But it's like when you tap into this frequency, you start to open up the pathway to your multidimensional self.
Man, I love what you're doing with your hands there. It is like a fucking tree.
Yes.
There's so many branches, and people never give themselves permission to even explore the roots. Damn, the roots. Man, it's speaking a different version of yourself. I met another version of myself right there in front of the counter. It was like his skin looked like a night sky, and it was just kind of stars just moving around like little galaxies and stuff. And I call him Turlock. And Christian told me like that's another version of you. I'm like, wait, I thought that was it. And he said no, and there's another version I'm gonna meet sooner or later. Yeah. But Turlock was there. But yeah, so the cleaners.
Wow.
Yeah, the cleaners. But yeah, so that's what Taylor was talking about. And what he was saying about trauma, and it's so crazy. I'm gonna have to listen to the recording because it wasn't a whole lot of information, but it was some deep shit.
It was impactful.
Yeah. And then there was somebody else trying to come. I said, nope, nope, I'm done. Trevor, thank you. Some fucking dude named Trevor. I have no idea what he does.
There's two more to it. Or you said it, and I said Trevor and Tracy. And you said, I said, I don't know, I could just be Trevor though. And you said, no, 100% Trevor. I didn't want to say his name out loud because I didn't want him to come through. And I said, well.
Yeah, he.
As soon as he said I heard it's Trevor. Like, he's like, I'm ready, I'm next.
And I don't know, I literally have no idea what he represents or what he was even trying to talk about because I was done. I was done.
It was a lot.
Finished.
In the span of what was the time frame? She told me I ain't supposed to sleep till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Shit, that is. Hold on, I can tell you.
That wasn't even the end. I had somebody come.
Oh yeah, the lady in the fucking corner.
He shut down the house with the noodles and Mr. Saturday. But there's a lady still here. She's
So she has an imperative message for you.
She had what?
An imperative. It's imperative that I speak with her. That's how she said it. Because I shut the house down. I kicked everybody out. I did kick everybody out. But she was there by the door, just standing there patiently being sweet as hell.
from space. I seen her ship.
In an hour.
What the heck?
All within an hour.
Wow.
And then Keisha has people in her room that I seen. Then I started, I made some noise. They were talking through me.
Because
so
we
I don't
got
know what she was saying.
Taylor's audio is 18 minutes. Whatever I did, that was at 3:08. That was at 3:08, and then at 2:46 was when I think Archangel Michael had came through, and then with Tiny Tim, that was about 20 minutes. So all within an hour. It was a lot. It was a lot. It's like once it started, it didn't stop. And you would have swore we was doing it for like 3 hours or so. That's how long.
It sounds like that's what it took.
It was intense.
For it to come in, wow.
It was intense. Oh shit! And then upstairs, there's this dude. Did I say about the TV show here?
Who?
The TV show.
Uh-uh.
We have a TV show in the house. It's like a bunch of people come from all across everywhere to come and just kind of hang out in the house and watch us be stupid and goofy. Especially when we're high. So one time, especially when I'm high. So one time I just walked around. There was like a live studio audience, and I just started channeling people. And there's these two brothers named Mark and Carl. They're autistic. That's the best way I can describe it. But we were upstairs, and I saw cereal, and Carl got so excited. And so I asked Chino if I could have some cereal. And then I got the cereal, poured it on a napkin. And then I just let Carl do his thing. Because I was hungry anyway. So I was going to do his thing. So he started messing with him. He put one in the corner. He kind of flattened out the paper towel. And then he would take one and eat it. And then take two, place them, and then eat them. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it went up to like 7 maybe. Was it 7?
I was watching.
Went up to like 7. So what Carl was doing, he was excited about the cereal. He was also playing piano too a little bit. Was it before or after? Do you remember? Was he playing piano before or after the cereal? I think it was before, because after the cereal was over. Because he knew Marisha was high, but he was playing a game. He wanted to see if she was going to say something. Because she knows when Carl comes out. But I'm like, she ain't going to say nothing because she's high. But what she was doing, she was just watching and observing. And it was so cool to kind of let him do that. So him and his brother are from somewhere around here.
Okay.
They used to live here at some point.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're white guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very sweet, both of them.
They're my favorite.
Very cool. Carl loves Marisha. Mark really likes Keisha, even though he don't talk to her too much. But Mark likes Marisha too. But they're just weird. They're funny. They're weird funny. They're cool.
Now, when you say upstairs, like
our neighbors.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Was that the guy that I met once? He was down here hanging out.
Was he Mexican?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Chino. And then one night during the TV show, there's this little boy. His name is Christopher Reiner. I have no idea where he's from. Like I said, I don't like specific details. Let's just talk what you need to say. Let's just enjoy at the moment. So I had got one of these chairs, and I took it over there, and I sat in it, and he's blind.
Okay.
So I was rubbing the back of the chair. The chair's holding. I was rubbing the back of the chair, and it felt like Braille, and it felt like he was, maybe like reading his life story from the Braille. It was so cool. But he also told me later that it was to distract me from trying to figure out what was going on. So I'm doing it. He's just talking. I'm crying. Moon cried a little bit. He's just talking about darkness and how it's okay not to be afraid of it. Because he's lived in darkness like either all or most of his life. I don't remember specifically. We recorded it, right? And so he was talking about something, and then I was a little bit more conscious. I'm like, whoa, wait, what? And then he was still trying to talk, but I couldn't remember what he was saying. He's like, it's okay, you don't have to remember, I'll do it. But I'm like, I don't remember though. Like, I don't remember what you were talking about. He's like, it's okay, like just relax. And then he started doing this a little more focused on this more. And then he came back and he picked up right where he left off. Whoa. It was fucking crazy, bro. It was so fucking crazy. It was so sweet. It was the guidance and what he was talking about. It was so beautiful.
So have you guys been picking up those who have transitioned and like they're needing answers and things of that nature? Like who comes in?
People from all over the place. Aliens. There's a guy that will come in and stand by the door, and he reminds me of Predator. But whenever I go to him, he'll just stand on the door. He leans back and goes.
The first night you did that, that's all he was It's happening.
So, and I didn't mention this last night, so I'm glad we're talking about it now. After I kicked everybody out, I seen Mr. Sir, I seen Anubis. The little alien was standing by the door. There's this fucking tall ass reptilian thing that keeps fucking coming to the back door. He was there. There was somebody. I know. There's somebody out standing by this window too. But it was just everyone like who kind of protects the house. It was pretty cool to see that. After I had shut it down or whatever. So when I'm done, when I'm over it, when I don't want to shut no more, I shut the house down and have Mr. Sir, which is Marisha's guide, and Anubis just put everybody out. Energetically and whatnot. But yeah. But no, never had anyone come about
who might be like lost or
right. Everyone who's been here thus far has been self-aware.
Okay.
From I guess you say different Earths, different dimensions, people who've lived here before, aliens and shit. There's this old man named Charles. He's a pimp. Yeah, he's a pimp. He says I'm Charles and motherfucking Charles, and he's real cool. He real cool. There's these three ladies. They're like the Golden Girls. When they first came in, they came by the front door, and they like crept in, and then they stood behind the light. And like I'm channeling, so I'm creeping in, so I moved the light and I said, we're just gonna stand right here. But they real cool. Roy Jackson. Roy Jackson is this poet.
That sounds very familiar.
It do. Yeah. Roy Jackson. I went live and he just started talking. What was his talking? Do you remember what he talked about? It was deep. It was really deep. Yeah, Richard definitely triggered it, but I don't remember something. But it was deep. It's on Facebook somewhere. What's up, Andre? Hello, Denise. You in 2 lives, girl. I'm in 3. Who else? There was there was a sultry singer one time. Some woman.
Yeah. Back in the day, she had like a feather.
Mm-hmm. It's just a lot. It's like a live studio audience.
I'm about to say, it's like, they be popping in here.
They do. You should come over some night and
they be hanging out over here.
They do. And then one time, it was people all in the fucking hallway. They were fucking everywhere. It was a lot of people. It was so many people. Lady, it's fun. Really fun.
I haven't did that. I don't know if it's an incantation that you gave me for Anubis. That one that I was over there. I haven't done it yet, but I've been feeling more affinity for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
When I see him, I see him.
It's like I got this book. You know, my divine father is Ptah.
Yeah.
He's been coming through very strongly for me now.
Good for you. Have you channeled him yet?
No, not full on, but when I'm doing my energy sessions, I do call forth this energy so that I can embody the divine masculine for my session, especially when I work with men.
Yeah.
But lately, Anubis has just been on my mind. It's been on my consciousness.
So
literally yesterday, well, as I was watching, American Gods, I think it was one of the episodes where, Shadow meets his wife, and you know how she works in the casino. So I first see the statue of Lord Ta, Tui, and then I see Anubis, and I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and post this to Instagram. Let's play a little game. Who are these two gods? And so, of course, people were like, oh, that's Thoth, and that's Anubis. And I started looking up Anubis and reading out of my book who he is, and he does some work. He's very, very important.
Yeah, very much so.
So when he comes in, like how do you use him, or how do you call him in?
Who, Anubis?
Yeah.
Oh, Anubis be all the time. Like he's just around all the time. He whispers things to me for people often. When I'm when I'm in that space. For me, he represents the great release, releasing the things you no longer desire to keep, like into the void, if you will. Yeah. When I don't know, I don't know. He's just always there.
Yeah. So I'm, and especially like as I'm getting into the American God series, and he's doing more work, and it's like they just do a really good depiction of who he is and what he does, and with helping people transition from this life to the next.
Yeah, even in this physical lifetime, transitioning from one chapter to the next, or one space to the next, because people carry with them so much that is unneeded. He's definitely one to help people become self-aware of what needs to be released in order for the next stage of evolution in their own life. Because evolution isn't the same for everybody. But oftentimes the change requires a release of some sort. But yeah, so it makes sense why he'll be connected to you because you help people release so much. You're in that space so much. You're a healer. And you heal through pulling out and releasing and shifting and calibrating. Who was talking about calibrating? Wasn't that Taylor? Mm-hmm. The fine tuning.
That makes so much sense. Because as of late, I'm getting a lot of people now who have some really deep trauma, who need some really deep releasing. And I just had a client for the first time who came to me, and she came into this world through incest. Mm. And since then, her life has been really hard and challenging. She's been through a lot. And so after the session, I had to explain to her, it's like, this is going to sound backwards, but, we decide who our parents are, the families that we're going to be born in before we come to this physical life. So the fact that you came through the way that you did and experienced what you did, you're here for a greater purpose. Mm-hmm. It's just now you're coming, in your later years, you're coming to this point where spiritually you're ready to evolve and release. You've been so trapped into the physical that you didn't see truly what these experiences are here to bring you. And she's like, that makes so much sense. It resonates. Mm. So understand, people, what you go through is for a reason. You may not understand it right then and there, but just keep searching, keep digging into it, and the answer will reveal itself. Yeah.
The cleaner's definitely here to help assist with that stuff.
Did you talk about the cleaners?
Oh shit!
They work with Taylor.
There's these I don't.
Yeah.
There are these things. I don't know what to call them. They're kind of like street sweepers. Okay. But at nighttime, what they'll come through is they'll walk through the house and they'll just move energy out. It's these frumpy little things that don't say anything. But they walk around and they just move energy. And they have like these weird vacuum pusher things on their stomach. Just walk around. What? And like move energy, they'll go around collecting energy and kind of move it outside.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Very. So they all up and through here.
And I say that's interesting because you didn't request it or set an intention for it. It's just a frequency coming in to do that specific work. Yep. Because I'm in this space now where things are starting to open up within the home, and I don't want to say it's something that I can't control, but it's like energies are, for instance, I got the kids in the house, and certain frequencies will see the kids and attach themselves to the kids and cause them to do mischievous things.
So what about your children's guys?
I haven't even.
Oh shit! Do that. See who those guys are, and give them permission to help, navigate or control their energetic space in a way that's beneficial to their highest state of being. So that's how I got my little perimeter set up with my guys. I tell them I don't want anything in my space unless it's beneficial to my highest state of being, unless it's going to help me to evolve and experience fulfillment and joy. And that's one of the reasons why I don't just walk around and see dead people. It's not for my highest state of being. It's not always It's not beneficial for me to have that type of experience with. It's not in alignment with my purpose. Yeah. But when I'm in the space when I want to help somebody, then I can. Or if they feel like it's in alignment with the moment, with what's going on, like sometimes they'll just let people through. It's not often, but sometimes they do. Like sometimes a grandma will get through or something. Okay. Sometimes a late uncle might get through. But otherwise, if someone wants to talk to a dead person, I will go, who do you want to talk to? And I'll go get them and bring them in. Or see if they're at the gate, not staying and waiting. But I'm fortunate enough to not have to worry about seeing things all the time when I don't want to. I'm very much in control, and I honor that so much. And I guess it comes with doing this work for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Yep. You learn a couple 2 tricks. Yep. So yeah, I would say figure out who's with the kids, who their guys are, and meet them, see what they're about, and maybe even introduce them to the kids, and help them control the energetic space in your house. Because all in all, even though it's your home and it's your space, like it's their home and it's their space too. So
right. We share.
Yeah, they got stuff going on too.
Yeah. No, that's literally what happened. Our 2-year-old from another lifetime, he was friends with someone who transitioned, and that boy attached himself to our 2-year-old, and for a while, he was causing him to behave in a certain way, and we had to ask our friend to do some clearing work, and that's where she revealed all that information. I was like, oh, okay, so there's a lot that goes on, But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Definitely do that.
The joy of knowing, the peace of knowing. Hello, somebody. What's up, Sharon?
6 minutes off. I said I'll be done by 3:15.
All right. Yeah. What was our life last night? Hey, Miss Hadley. Oh, yeah, I'm about to go.
Yes. You and 10B Mason, come get your hair did.
From Guyana. Where's Guyana?
Thank you, Marisha.
Hi, Chris.
Right.
You want the cough drop?
All right. 75.
Deuces. I love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Oh, it's in South America. Tune in from South America. Well, welcome from South America.
Hello.
Come on. All right, I'm actually getting off here, y'all. Make good decisions. Don't do drugs. I'll see y'all later. I'll be live later again. Bye.